Tzu Chi's origin was built on the back of 30 altruistic housewives who set aside 50 cents of their grocery money every day into a bamboo bank to help Master Cheng Yen fulfill her vision to relieve suffering around the world through charity, medical, education, and humanitarian missions. This is a story that almost everyone in Tzu Chi is familiar with, and everyone training to become a Tzu Chi commissioner definitely has to know this story. So you can probably imagine my surprise when 2 weeks ago, while I was in class for commissioner training, the presenter asked the audience, just how many of you follow Master's teaching to put 50 cents a day into your bamboo bank? Can you guess how many people raised their hands? Out of nearly 50 people in the audience, only 2 people raised their hands. And this was including some old-timers who had been commissioners for years. I'll be honest, the bamboo bank that's been sitting at the entranceway of my home for the last 2 years has only 46 cents in it. My friend Emily shared with me a picture of her bamboo bank recently, and it looked just as sad. Now, why is that? We're all aware of the positive effects this small act of kindness can have on us both physically and mentally, such that it improves our self-esteem, our self-worth, knowing that we can make big differences in other people's lives with our small pocket change. It makes us happy, seeing other people happy. It helps us create good blessings or good karma, the belief that what goes around eventually comes around. It reminds us to be grateful for what we have and to help those who are less fortunate. And all in all, our little contributions will go on to make the world a better place, spreading positivity. So why is it that we don't do what we preach? Look, I don't want to make excuses, but here are some excuses, and this is probably the biggest one. It's too hard. And by that, I don't mean donating 50 cents a day is too hard. It's the act of it that's too hard. Let's take a look at this process in 5 steps. Step 1 is getting the coins. Nowadays, most people are paying things with their credit cards or their phones. It's nearly impossible today to get coins without first buying something with cash. And if you don't have cash, you would have to drive to the nearest bank or an ATM machine to get it. You could get rolls of coins from the bank teller, but only after you filled out one of those withdrawal slips and waiting in long lines. Step 2 is storing the coins. Now that you have enough quarters for the next 30 days, where should you store these heavy rolls of coins? That's another headache. Step 3 is getting the bamboo bank. For those of whom without a bamboo bank, they would have to find the time to drive to a Tzu Chi office, find someone to speak with to get a bamboo bank. For some elderly individuals, driving might not at all be possible. Step 4 is returning the bamboo bank. A bamboo bank filled with coins is pretty heavy. Donors would have to, again, find the time to drive to a Tzu Chi office, find someone to speak with to drop off their coins, and to get a receipt. Again, for some elderly individuals, this might not be possible, and the heavy bamboo banks are a concern too. Step 5 is to go back to step 1 to repeat the process all over again every time a bamboo bank is filled. Looking at this arduous process, you can only think to yourself, there's gotta be a better way to do this than what we have been doing for the past 50 plus years. Why the change now? Because times have changed. People's habits have changed. Our cultures have changed. If we want the next generation of Tzu Chi volunteers to continue carrying the torch, we really should consider modifying our approach to cater to their preferences. What does that mean exactly? The next generation may not always have coins in their hands, but you can bet that they will always have their phones in their hands. Going from a physical to a digital bamboo bank will address these concerns in 3 ways. 1. It is easy and lightweight. The bamboo bank is heavy. On top of that, everybody and their mother are on their phones. 2. It's convenient. There's no more need to spend time looking for coins when the funds can be drawn directly from the bank. And 3. It's fast. No more wasting time returning bamboo bank and going through the finance department. The funds are ready to be used. Sure, Tzu Chi already has plenty of digital options online, but most of these options come at a cost to the foundation. For example, credit cards take around 3% in processing fees. PayPal takes 1.99% plus 49 cents in transaction fee. Many people suggested Venmo to be added as an option. Well, Venmo also comes at a cost of 1.9% plus 10 cents for every transaction. It's no wonder why there's a $5 minimum donation requirement on the donation page to cover these online processing fees. But why must we give up 2 to 3% for every transaction to these already big payment companies? We owe it to our generous donors that every one of their pennies go to helping people around the world, as Master Cheng Yen had envisioned 50 plus years ago. And to do that, we first need to bring everything back in-house by building our very own donation app. An app where there's 0% processing fee with 0 minimum donation requirement so that donors may contribute in any amount they like without being scared away by the minimum $5 commitment that some may consider hefty. To take a peek on how such an app would look like, click on the link in the description below or on the link card on this video, and get ready to witness the world's very first social media platform that's created to make donating with friends and families fun.